Welcome to Sew Very Easy. My name is Laura, and today I would like to introduce you to the Fat Quarters 10th Annual Charity Quilt-Along quilt. The quilt will finish looking like this, and you can follow it along in installments, or if you're interested, you can get a box set and get it all ahead of everyone else. So you can do it at your own speed, or you can follow the quilt along. Let me go to the computer and I'm going to show you what this quilt is going to look like and everything, all about it, and how the charity works. So to start with, we're just going to go to the Fat Quarter shop, go to the Block of the Month programs, and you're going to be able to get to this Bountiful charity quilt. At the top here, it's going to give you all of the information that we need. This link right here is going to get us to the link to donate. And this little blog is going to give us all the information we need. We can do our shopping right here if we want. We can get that box set that I was talking about here. And you can also get a backing, and the backing has this beautiful pieced backing. To follow along, you can get this free PDF, which is going to give you the requirements and a coloring sheet. You can also do this as a cross stitch if you do not want to quilt it. And here is that first basket quilt that I did. And of course, you can get other things to go along with it. How the donation is going to work is normally these patterns are approximately $10. So that they would hope that you would take the $10 that you would normally pay for this, and you're going to go right here and be able to donate. And when we do that, we're going to be able to go through here and give the donation. Now there are 5 patterns to this follow along. So if you did $10 pattern, it would be $50. But of course you can do whatever you would like. Now this site is the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So 100% of the proceeds are going to Make-A-Wish. But we can always follow along with this quilt. Now if we go to this blog, that's where all the fun information is. And this is where it's going to talk about that charity quilt along. So here are the first 2 blocks. It talks about getting ready. It talks about the cross stitch follow along. It's also going to give you a chance to go watch a live video from the Fat Quarter shop actually making those blocks. And here was that last one. So you can just click on that and go right there. We can also go right up at the top here where the quilt along is and just click on that Bountiful quilt. And that's going to give us another way of getting to everything that we need. And the fabric is all from Moda. And here are the releases. March 3rd was the first one where we did get those 2 baskets. April 7th, May 5th, June. The 7th we're going to be able to put it together, and on August 4th they're going to work on the backing. So there's Facebook groups and stitch-alongs, everything from the Fat Quarter shop. So here I am back in the Fat Quarter shop, where you're going to be able to get a PDF for all the fabric requirements and our first block. Now you can always get them for free, but they really are hoping that we donate right here to Make-A-Wish Foundation. And if you buy the entire set at one time, it does come in this beautiful box with everything that you need. So normally you would follow along from each installment to make this quilt. So you have your blocks, the centerpieces, and those would come in those installments. But if you buy the whole set, you get them all in advance. So you can follow along or you can jump ahead. And the fabric choices are fresh, clean, and have a beautiful look to them. This really is going to make a beautiful quilt. You can also pick up the set for the backing. Now this backing is a little different because it's not one piece of fabric. You will be making a pieced back. You have that large piece and then all of this extra fabric to make it. So I did get the whole kit to start off with. For the first release, we are making these 2 basket quilts. So they show me what fabrics I'm going to need, what my 2 blocks are going to look like, and of course we have all of the cutting and sewing directions. So each installment, I'm going to have them here. So there are a few ways that we can follow along. We can cut all of the fabric for each of those installments all at one time, or cut them as we go along. I like to cut all of my fabric at one time, so that's what I'm going to do. So I've put all of my leftover fabric in that box, and I did separate those pages and put them in a bag with all of those cut pieces. So this is release 3. I have 4. The center block, all of it is going to fit right in this beautiful box. And the first thing I'm going to do is make my 2 blocks. I did check off and make sure that I had all of the fabric when I was cutting it. What I do like to do is count how many pieces I should have, and then count how many pieces I do have, just to make sure that I have enough to start off with. And that way I'm not having to go back and cut. So I now can take that one envelope and make that release. And in this case, there are 2 big, beautiful basket blocks. The pattern is the same. We're just making 2 different colors. So they're giving you a layout for the one color. So you're going to be able to make all of that and then go back and just duplicate it, making it in the blue colorway. So I'm ready to go whenever the follow along is ready to go. If I need to, I can jump ahead and make the whole quilt, but there is something fun about following along. So I have my first 2 blocks done, and I'm getting ready to do the second installment, which is coming up really quick on April 7th. I'll put some links in the description if you want to follow along and if you want to get the box set. And thank you for joining me today on Sew Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and I do have a newsletter all under Sew Very Easy. And I do like to bring you what's new and exciting on the market. And I hope you check it out. Thanks for joining me today. Bye for now.